vertical alignment, you mean it's here?
We on
Okay.
second ELA
To determine if it's
Is there anything?
Like
if
where
it's,
Especially like if it was.
I think we've already talked about this.
for the endurance question.
So I have,
What, can you explain what those headings mean, endurance list, TEKS, leverage, what does this mean?
Yes, so those are the criteria to help us determine if something is essential. So that readiness is the standard is essential for the next course, so it's gonna have that vertical alignment piece. Endurance, do they need to retain, I don't know why that moved. So like, we'll just kind of talk through them. That's strange, yes, that it moved.
Yeah, mine does.
Okay, I'll pop right back up here. Oh, how strange. Anywho, endurance has to do with the longevity of the teeth. Will they use, but which is similar to readiness, but endurance is more like, is this something that gives them a foundation to be successful? Yeah, that real criteria.
Oh.
Somewhere. I know, it's all the things.
I should make a folder.
No, I know.
Mine is just
I know, see.
Throw it in the cabinet.
Yeah, but that is actually really, those are good questions to help us as we go through it today. Because that endurance will they need to retain this throughout their academic career, like on into college? And how will this impact them going into high school and college and career, it even says. And then, of course, is it assessed on STAR? Well, thankfully, like some of these other folks have said, we are lucky in the state of Texas that it does, we know our readiness standards, those are most likely tested. So will it be assessed?
There it is.
Yeah, and then leverage. See, you're so good at finding it digitally. Does it have leverage? Will proficiency in this standard help students in other content areas for that cross-curricular strengthening? So, it's hard to ask ourselves that over and over again, but having that in our mind as we get started on those today, that would be helpful. I think that's a great question.
Yes. Because otherwise, sometimes it's all.
yeah, yes.
I don't know, like,
I
just
like that
that.
too, it's like clear.
That learning report, yeah.
Yes, learning
Uh-huh.
report, yes.
Yes, and it all,
So
yeah.
it's kind of like, it breaks it
Yes, perfect.
down.
Kind of like the snapshot.
Yeah.
It turns the snapshot almost into that's the teacher learning report. And then
Yes.
there's a student learning
Oh.
report that is like student-friendly language.
Which would be good for learning targeting.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Let me look,
And then it
You
has
don't know,
social
I'm all
studies
about
connections on the back.
killing trees and printing copies, so I can print some of the I can print some right now.
Killing trees and
That's,
creating color.
that's right, because sometimes it's good to have a
So
tangible
this is
thing in front of
unit,
you.
this is
I'm gonna
everything.
leave this
Cause
right here.
Thank
we're
you.
kind of feeling a little bit like, even though we're focusing on the last units, we need to go back and look at
Like prepare for next year.
everything
What- yeah.
because, in case we missed it this
Yes.
year.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Mhm. So really, and just so you all know, because I know Jenny was at our instructional leadership team yesterday, our meeting, really the goal is just to be able to dedicate our last CTMs to giving you all this time, this space, to help you be able, to help you have the time to collaborate on all those essential standards. What do you deem essential for your students? So that's what this time will be and what it'll look like. And if you want to structure it by being in these last units, great. If you're like, I've got to glance back, go for it. And so I'm just gonna
Who
really.
did the, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
Who did the blue ones? Was that like,
So I think that maybe that was an example that we were using, so.
I mean, I agree with most of them, but I just didn't know if like those were like non-negotiables.
No. And that's the thing.
That's a
is-
readiness.
Yeah, I don't know,
I
does
think the readiness standards might be,
I like this format, but at the same time, like, it's very curriculum based and like, what if we don't use HMH in like 2 or 3 years? Our units won't look the same.
that's an excellent question, and we do know when the curriculum audit stuff comes in April, that there's going to be some refinement, we don't know how
Yeah.
much this year. But the thought would be that essential standards will be essential no matter where they fall in the
Yeah,
unit.
yes, of
But,
course. It
yeah.
just, it would make more sense in my brain if like all the grammar teaks were together, all the.
so we could
Yeah,
also
you-
go back though and like do our own version of it, where we
Yeah.
could say like,
Please do.
this
Like
is.
Jenny's version that she has like that.
Yeah.
Sure
Yeah.
thing.
I mean, that's how it is in lead forward, so we
And
could
lead
go
for- yeah, lead
through and
forward
say like,
document.
yes, we
Yeah.
think,
This doesn't have them marked if they're green or
I can
blue.
look at, on
But you
here,
can tell.
yep.
We can
And
kind
I
of
can,
But we
Yeah.
could then mark like, yes, we could then go back and put it in here.
Right, but
This
then
is
we would have a
confusing
full
but we would have,
overview of
like,
everything.
For the
Yeah,
year, these
yes.
are what.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like that.
I love that.
And then this has where you, like next year, we could go back, it says, what unit is this in? There's 3 checks, so if we did do HMH cover to cover and we spiral, we can do 3 checkpoints, beginning, middle, end.
Yeah.
And then, oh, we covered all the steeps.
Right,
I
I love
wonder,
that.
do you have like an extra, I'm just wondering
Do you
if we
wanna
could
make a
use
copy?
it.
That's what
I
I was
can
gonna
send
say.
it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy to, y'all tell me, that's what I was just about to say, what do y'all need to,
Want to just make the
You wanna
marks
copy
for
this
the
Yeah.
4
Yeah.
sides,
Make a
like,
copy.
Oh, that's a
if
good
we
idea.
use, like it has 4 columns right now, like
Yeah.
what if we used one of them for readiness, one of them for endurance, one of them for assessment, and one of them for 11, like, and then we could just check, like, yes, we think it's essential. Like highlight, we
Absolutely.
could highlight it then,
I
go
also
through.
just made this to like actually track for each student. So I put like tabs for each subject,
Oh gosh,
and then
that's
you
what
can
we
put the
want.
essential standard right here. And then you can click, like, if you click, they did not meet the standard, then it turns that one red. Or if they mastered it, it turns blue.
This is what we could pass on to the next grade level.
Yes, so you can just
That's
share that with the
amazing.
next grade level.
Is
And
there,
it would be one for like each student would have their own sheet.
I love that.
is there a way we could do it
Wouldn't
for
that be
right
great for
now?
SIT?
Oh, wait, no,
Yes.
never mind. I was gonna
And
say,
then we
or
can
need
give it
like
to
a 4
the
column, like,
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
essential, no,
Audrey, and
you know
then
what I'm
we
saying?
do
Like,
groups, we
yeah,
can just
where we
decide
could
are you
click,
red or
and
yellow,
if it
you know,
has
like-
all of them, then it would
Love
be
it.
essential, if it didn't, then it would
Love it.
be,
Mm.
like a
I'm gonna
butterfly.
print
I
out
could
some
definitely
teacher
make that
learning
work.
reports for y'all.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, how convenient would this be if we had this, but we could look at the teak and then say, yes, it's readiness, yes, it's like
Mhm.
endurance, and then like, yes, that's an essential. Or like, we have a few
Yeah.
checks, no, that's a butterfly,
Mhm.
or,
Do you just wanna monitor essentials on that one though, or what do I hear you saying that's different?
I know what I'm saying, like,
She's,
if we.
this would be just to like monitor essentials for one student, but you're saying to like determine if it's essential or not, like having something similar to this where you have
Where we
all
can
of the
have the
teaks,
whole
and if
essential.
it checks the box for boulder or for readiness, endurance, whatever, then it automatically turns into an essential.
That's
Okay.
actually what this does, so it's quantifiably like this,
That's
but it's
by
by unit,
unit.
and I get that it's by
That's the only
unit.
difference.
I
Yeah.
know, that's the only, but,
Yes.
so I don't know which of you
Especially 'cause
is
it's,
smart enough to be
feeling
able to
it's
do
so,
that,
like,
but,
all the units are so mixed up with stuff.
yeah,
Even
I
if we
mean,
could do it on paper on that, maybe, then we can transfer
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
to
Mhm.
Oh, that's
the
a good
computer
idea.
later.
Yeah.
What do you think?
If you guys are like marking things, I can like
Yeah.
mark them on here.
Yeah.
oh, you could just locate it on here,
Okay.
cause you can do a control F.
Start that
yes.
top to
Yeah.
bottom,
Yeah.
and I'll just like
Find
control
it.
find.
Yeah.
How many
Control
more
find,
copies do we need of that? Do we need 5?
Oh, well, I don't wanna write on this one, cause it's. on
Okay, yeah, so
cardstock.
we'll get 6 that we can
Yeah.
work with right now. Do we need them in color? Yeah, we'll do them in color real quick. I'll just print them real quick for
It
y'all.
doesn't matter.
Absolutely, and so, yes, and even with, it's got that social studies connection, so I'll just make us, 6, 7, I'll join y'all in this, and then I'll go grab those real quick.
That's
And I
good.
have all my laminated ones, they're in the.
And I'm
I
gonna
think they're
start a
here too.
PLC CTM folder with my new stuff that you're putting out.
Perfect. No.
Oh, yeah, me too.
Oh, gosh.
I have the worst
Oh, yeah.
paper.
I
I
know
just
the
like put
binders
them
were
behind my
huge,
desk,
but- Oh,
but I will start with
Here we
just
go.
a magnet.
It's all, it's in here, right?
Yeah.
Teamwork makes a dream.
Okay, let's go.
7 copies.
Okay.
2.1,
2.1.
A,
Listen
is
actively.
listen actively, ask relevant questions, and answer questions, in a multi-word response. It's identical in 1st grade and in 2nd. 3rd grade has it, where they have to make pertinent comments. I feel like that's a comparable. None of them are marked as supporting or,
It's under literacy routines.
it is under literacy routines. All of 2.1 and 3.1 and 1.1 are,
No.
comparable, and none of them are marked as supporting a readiness.
Okay, maybe I see it
I don't
here.
think it's on that one.
It's on, this one is the, unit
Yeah,
one.
no, that.
Oh,
And it's the very first one.
Yeah, it's the very first.
I mean, I think it's
the snapshot.
supporting, but you're not gonna,
Listen actively as with.
It's not on this one.
I mean, you
No,
can't
I just
assess
looked at
that
that one.
Right.
on, you can't
So it's
assess
just
that on a
supporting.
STAR test,
It's just supporting.
correct? I mean, like, there's
Yeah.
no way of
Essays.
saying, are you a good listener?
So that's what it is.
So is that gonna be a letter or rock?
I mean, I think it's like, it's not essential, but I feel like
Well, let's look at the
Yeah.
level.
it has the endurance, for sure. Not-
So would you put like a 1 for endurance?
So check for endurance. It's not assessed,
But it has leverage.
but it has leverage and readiness, I would say. Yeah, readiness. So yeah, it may be 3 of the 4 or 2 of the 4, so it's probably a rock.
Okay,
I think
so,
I mean, I feel like it,
I feel
so
like
the
it's a rock.
readiness is 1, 2.
is it necessarily ready, like, we think it,
But it's
See,
not
readiness.
assessed,
it's not assessed.
so that's a 0, right? When we put it up there, do you just put a
Okay,
0 or
yes,
leave it blank?
I don't
Okay,
know.
it's 0, I just looked it up,
Oh,
it's
okay.
no is 0, yes is 1,
Okay,
and then
yeah,
it
states are right.
quantifies it, like it,
It is not one of their readiness standards though, like,
Okay,
Okay, so
well, let's just
0.
say
I mean,
0.
Then I say 0.
but I think we also can have opinions of like.
We can, but if we're moving through all of the things,
Yeah, let's do.
let's just.
So it's a rock, because 2 to 3 is rock.
Okay,
Alright.
I think it's the same for all of 2.1. Because none of, it's identical of like, it's replicated in 3rd grade, it's a foundation set in kindergarten first.
So just copy down from 2.1.
B,
What do
C,
you guys
D.
B,
think?
C, D, E.
It's all about working collaboratively, sharing ideas,
I mean, it's
following instructions.
develop social communication, develop social communication, develop social communication, work collaboratively, work collaboratively. work
They're
collaboratively.
working on that all the way through high school.
Yeah, and some people never master it,
Right.
but like,
Am I
That's
going
an
over you?
ongoing skill.
Huh?
and you
Am I
can
going
still
over you?
no, you're
pass
good.
Sorry.
reading
No, you're
class,
good.
like.
Mhm.
I mean, that is something like ESL kids can work on for 10 years.
Right.
Mhm.
From the students who go to
Okay.
like social skills.
So
or
2.2B, identifying and reading high frequency words from a research
Wait,
based list.
what about 2.2A?
2 point,
Oh,
oh,
phonological awareness.
Oh, let me find that one,
I
it's just
know.
not in unit
Oh,
1.
okay.
Right.
Yeah,
2.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Produce rhyming words, distinguish long and short vowels. Change in
I
schools
haven't.
where
It's not on
is
here.
added,
see, that's the
manipulating
problem with
phonemes.
this, like,
It's not marked anywhere in a unit?
it's not a,
Mm-mm.
It's not in a unit.
what is 2.2A?
Phonological awareness.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's pretty important.
pretty important, yeah.
That's essential.
So it is,
If they can't produce a rhyming word, if they can't
Yeah, it's not
tell
on
between
here.
a long and short vowel,
so let's make a
2.2A.
list of what's
Or
not
if they
on
can't
there.
manipulate phonemes.
Oh, and it's got
within
4
bases.
parts.
Like,
it's got like
and
It's not
1,
on
2,
here.
3, 4 parts.
I mean, this is that screener that we were talking about, but this is TPRI, this is Haggerty.
but
this
how
is-
fascinating that it's not even.
We're missing like that kind of.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
we used to do
Absolutely.
Haggerty every
It's
single
so
day.
It's so good.
HMH
So
phonics
good.
is too hard.
It's too hard, but it's too slow for your higher ones.
Well, I would be interested to know if
Cause they do it in
in
kindergarten first.
first
Or no,
grade,
they do it in
if
kindergarten.
1.2 is missed too, because.
I think they do in first.
They do.
You
So
can
we
look,
could
it's
ask
on
for
the,
Haggerty?
I mean, I think we need to
Okay,
do Haggerty
well,
the
I'm saying
first
like-
half of the
Oh,
year,
sorry.
Oh, for sure.
every day,
I think I should have been doing definitely something
every day.
Yeah.
more different with phonics.
Okay, so did you make a list that it wasn't on
I'm
there? Okay,
making a
perfect.
running list,
So we need to
yes.
ask
Are
Katie
we
for
saying
Haggerty.
all of 2.2A is a boulder, or?
Oh, that's a good question.
Rhyming words, long and
I think
short
so.
vowel.
I mean, if a child cannot rhyme, can they be academically successful?
And it's like that phonemic manipulation